Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com, and this is episode 48 of Photo Critiques. And in Photo Critiques, people send me in some of their best images, and I critique each shot with suggestions on how they can improve it. And the next three photo critiques are going to be very short because I have a few photographers who sent me in some images, but they only sent me a few images. So I was going to put them all together in one critique, one episode, but I didn't think that would be fair to them to lump them in with some other people. So the next three critiques, 48, 49, and 50, are going to be very, very short episodes. And now in 48, this episode, I'm pleased to critique the work of Charlie X. Now Charlie sent me in a few images, and the first one is a very, very cute image. And what I like about it is he used an ISO of 2000 and he controlled noise really well, and he still has a lot of detail in the shot. He didn't lose like the little girl's eyelashes. I'm zoomed in as it is. The little girl's eyelashes are still very clear. The composition itself, though, is busy. It's wherever they are, it looks maybe a bakery. They're very, very, busy background, this phantom hand coming in here. So my suggestion would have been to crop or to, in camera to get closer and have a tighter crop shot of the little girl, frosting the cupcake. So, you could do it, in post, but I think it's probably a better thing to try to do it in camera if possible. But if you could crop it in tighter, it'll minimize. I always talk about minimize the distracting elements, and in this case the phantom hand coming in, you're never going to eliminate that, but you could minimize it a little bit. In this person sitting back here, you could try to minimize these things. So in this instance I would have got closer. In post, if you couldn't get closer, you could crop it. This shot here is pretty cool. It's got the American flag, NRA, kind of like a biker guy with a beard. Very nicely done. I like the color. Whenever anyone is wearing a hat, you always have a problem with this shadow coming in right here, and it's very hard to deal with, so you lose all kinds of detail. Now you could go over here and you could open up the shadows, and that'll bring it out a little bit. There's always considerable amount of noise though when you have like that just really, really dark area, so there's going to be some noise in here, but you always have to deal with that. I mean, if you're so inclined and you have time and your subject is willing, you use a reflector and have them hold the reflector in their hands, and it will reflect light back up into their face underneath the rim of their hat. This shot I like a lot. This is a pretty cool shot. The people in the crowd reacting to the little boys obviously just hit the baseball. Whenever you're shooting people in the crowd, like something like this, you can't help but cut people off. I mean, it's just the way it is. So that's understood. What you want to try not to do is cut someone off at the neck. So try not to. You either want to get in tight enough, where you're cutting them up more off at the chest, or you want to try to get at least half of his face in the shot. So two things on this one. If you would have backed up, the two things that would have happened, you would have got more of his head in the shot, and you wouldn't have cut off the little boy down here, and he wouldn't have been so tight up against the back frame too. So the left frame, I should say. So in this shot, it's very nearly perfect, but I would have suggested just back up a little bit, and you wouldn't have cut off the guy at the neck, and you would have got all of the little guy in the shot. So just remember that when you're shooting crowds, be aware, even if they're in the background, they're a secondary element. Back up just a little bit or move in just a little bit so you're not cutting off anyone right at the neckline. What I do like about the shot is the timing was perfect. He's anticipating his shot, ready to run towards first. The crowd's reacting to his shot. Very well done. This is my favorite shot of his. It's just a very nice candid portrait, perfectly in focus. His eyes are just very bright, perfect focus. Colors are magnificent. It's just an awesome shot. So that's it for Charlie X. Thank you, Charlie. You sent me in some really nice shots. I really do appreciate it. As I mentioned, episodes 48, 49, and 50 are going to be very short. I do appreciate everyone watching my videos, my critiques, my Photoshop for photographers, my Elements training videos, my Lightroom training videos, and all those other goofy videos I have up there. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you have time and you haven't already, go over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, please, and go to my website and see what I have to offer over there. I really appreciate it. Until next critique, everyone, take care.